hard times, good kid, hard times, and now comes the temptation of the local gang that has money, cars, jewelry, everything that when these poor kids see it, they get tempted by it. All right, y'all. So before I get into this review, I just want to give a quick shout out to the co-writer and producer of this film, Luciano D'Amato. Thank you for reaching out to me and sending me the screener. So, bro, I'm gonna get right to it. Boy in the Corner, the film you sent me. Man, let me tell you something. Every once in a while, a film comes along, and in the midst of all these cookie cutter movies that come out, and it just feels like fast food. Like you watch it, it's entertaining, it's cotton candy, and it just goes right through you, and then you don't think about it no more after that, right? But sometimes you get that film that's like just home cooked soul food where it just sticks to your ribs. It sticks to your ribs and it keeps you full for a long time, and then you're just gonna remember that meal for a minute. That's this movie, Boy in the Corner. All right, so this is a coming of age film based in the UK about the main protagonist, Miles, played by I had to write his name down. Y'all know I'm bad with names. Siren. I can't read my own handwriting. Siren Vergara, by the way, who was great in the lead. So Miles is a regular 16-year-old kid. He's living in the hood in the UK. He has two friends of his that he hangs out with all the time. His mom, single mom, baby sister, and living in poverty. Like, he has to take baths with, he has to heat up a coffee pot with hot water just to take a bath. That's how poor they are. So, hard times, good kid, hard times, and now comes the temptation of the local gang that has money, cars, jewelry, everything that when these poor kids see it, they get tempted by it. So I just gotta say that I think every teenage boy needs to watch this movie. I think most mothers need to watch this movie, especially if you're a single mother with a teenage son. You need to watch this movie because this shit is so real, so authentic, and it hit close to home to me because I was this kid. Even though I grew up in Inwood, New York, even if this takes place in the UK, but these problems are universal. I was this kid. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of a loner. I had a couple of friends that I hung out with, but my home situation was just terrible, And you get seduced and tempted by these people that live the life that you want to live. Like this, he can't even afford to take a decent bath. But then he meets the and I can't remember the name of the leader of the gang, but he introduces them to new shoes, new sneakers, new clothes, a fresh haircut. Who doesn't want that? But there's a dark side to everything. So with all these new riches that he sees, okay, mind you, the devil, not to get too religious, but the devil doesn't come to you with the horns and the fucking smoke with the trident and shit. No, the devil comes to you in shit that looks good, okay? So the stuff that's bad for you that looks good, that's the devil, okay? The devil ain't that motherfucker right there, okay? That's not the devil. The devil is cheesecake, okay? Fried chicken, goddammit. The fucking bottle of vodka that I got waiting in the other room when I finish this review, okay? That's the devil. He gets tempted by all of this, and of course, he gives in, and victim of circumstance, victim of just his environment. You know what I mean? So this is like an origin story of how a lot of kids get started in gangs, and it's sad because in our society we look down on kids that are in gangs. We're like, oh, these gang bangers, these whatever. But they started somewhere. They all started somewhere, and it's that sense of belonging. They want to belong. They want to be a part of something. So Miles has a very bad home life where his mom is dating a scumbag that, of course, he doesn't like, and it's like his mother's not paying him no attention now. She's got this new boyfriend. He's got no money. What the fuck do you expect him to do? It's not to spoil too much of the movie. That's just the gist of it. But this movie really just fucking just resonated with me. It just stuck with me. And I thought about it all day since I watched it. So I watched it like 10 o'clock this morning, and I just kept thinking about it, I guess because I related so much to that kid. Now, one of the main criticisms I can hear about this film is that, okay, it's a very slow burn. It's very slow paced. And though I'm not the biggest fan of slow burn movies, really slow paced movies, because I'm notorious for falling asleep on movies, but in this case, I think the slow pace really helped the film because it really got to marinate. You really got to marinate and really just really feel the pain. You know what I'm saying? Like this sometimes where the shot just stays on Miles, and the longer the shot stays on him, you feel for him, you feel for the character, and you feel his pain. You know what I'm saying? So it's just taking just a hard, ugly look at the harsh reality of what this kid's going through. So it has a runtime of an hour 30 minutes. So even though it's a kind of a slow burn, but it's not that long of a movie. And trust me, for a slow film, this film went by very fast. Okay, so I have no negatives. I have no gripes. I mean, okay, maybe one small gripe. Okay, I gotta put my critic hat on here. I guess one small gripe was well, damn, that's kind of going into spoiler territory. But something happens where okay, this character, you know, of course, when he gets seduced by the gang life, guess what? He starts kind of living that gang shit, and it changes his personality. So these two friends that he has, you know, sees his change like all of a sudden, but just their reaction to it was a little, you know, I guess maybe that's how they get down in the UK. I don't know, but here, you know, we'd been moving some furniture. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, you want to act brand new? Yo, throw them up. Yo, what's up? You know, but it's like, hey, man, you used to be cool. What happened to you? You used to be cool. So, hey, different cultures, but yo, same problems. Like I said, every teenage boy should watch this movie. Every single mom should watch this movie. I think this is like the perfect anti-gang, anti-dope boy movie. Okay, this is all about how these boys come up to be dope boys, how they start out being in gangs. They weren't born with the fucking Tech 9 in their hand. They weren't born, you know, doing the crip walking shit. No, these are regular kids that come from fucked up circumstances, and now they belong to something that took them in, that embraced them, that showed them love. But then, of course, once they get in there, that's when they realize, oh shit, I think I fucked up. And in some cases, they'll force you to join. They'll show you these good things, and if you're hesitant, they'll be like, no, well, you're gonna join anyway. We're gonna bruise your fucking leg, you know, one or the other. And it also shows the importance of a male figure. All right, so there's a character in here that serves as a mentor to this kid who takes him a while to like, you know, like to kind of open up to him, but kind of has like a Goodwill Hunting kind of thing where, you know, it's like, okay, I don't know about this guy, but as it goes on, okay, you know, the relationship starts to blossom. But it just shows the importance, how important it is to have a male figure, even if it's not the father. You know, if the father's gone, okay, cool. You know, but just to have a man there to be like, son, I know what you're going through. I've been there. You know, I got your back. You know what I'm saying? That just shows how important that is. So, yo, anyways, really dug this movie. Once again, Luciano, thank you for reaching out to me and sending me the screener. So overall, I'm gonna give this movie an A. Okay, I believe this was shot this year. Okay, released this year. So this is probably gonna make my top 10 favorite movies of this year. You know, that's a bold statement, but I'm gonna say that. It wasn't released in the theater, wasn't released through a big studio, but man, this film was just so important, just so real and authentic. You know what I'm saying? And I'm all about real and authentic. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I can relate to, something I can connect to, and I connected to these characters. I connected to this material. So yeah, A is what I got for Boy in the Corner. If you haven't seen it, watch it. If you have seen it, let me know what you thought about it. Comment freely below. And that's it and that's all. Rashad G signing out. See you in the next video.